lowering the amount you pay at the grocery store. We're getting you prepared for the final part of Kansas's Axe the Tax plan.
Right now, another busy day of traveling for those looking to hit the air or the roads. See the severe weather slamming parts of the country, impacting travel plans.
One worker in Olathe is making sure that some kids get some wheels. He's doing this one bike at a time.
KMBC 9 News at 5 starts now.
Kansans are just days away from their receipt at the grocery store going down. Good evening, I'm Jamie Weiss.
And I'm Jackson Kurtz. This is the final phase of Governor Laura Kelly's Axe the Food Tax bill. KMBC 9's Morgan Mobley joins us live from the Price Chopper in Roland Park after talking to some excited shoppers, Morgan.
Well, this was the third and final phase of Governor Laura Kelly's plan to eliminate state food sales tax altogether. So every year you probably notice a little more relief when it comes to making your way down the grocery aisle. In just a few days, on January 1st, Kansans will no longer pay state sales tax on groceries. They will still pay city and county imposed taxes, but the current state tax of 2% will be reduced down to 0. When this started in 2022, Kansas had one of the highest sales tax rates on food in the country at 6.5%. Now it'll be among the 38 states that don't currently tax food. Alyssa Underwood is a college student that struggles affording groceries, and she says this will allow her more freedom in other areas.
It'll help save money that I can put towards college and put towards my books and everything extra that I would need that I couldn't pay for. But I'm glad that it is going down.
It's projected that by the end of 2024, shoppers will have saved more than $500 million in sales tax on groceries since the Axe the Food tax began. Reporting live in Roland Park, Morgan Mobley, KMBC 9 News.
All right, Morgan, thank you. Governor Kelly says she expects an average family of 4 to save $500 per year on groceries. Now, Kansas is also cutting individual income taxes by dropping the top tax rate, increasing a credit for child care expenses, and exempting all Social Security income from taxes. Tonight at 6, we'll hear from some new laws going into effect in Missouri come the new year.
We are following some breaking news in Kansas City. Police are now ruling an early December shooting a homicide. Officers responded to North Lawn Avenue on December 10th, where they found 26-year-old Jalen Andrews in the doorway of an apartment complex with several gunshot wounds. Detectives learned he had died of his injuries yesterday. If you know anything that can help them solve this case, contact Crime Stoppers at 816-474-TIPS. Now to First Alert weather. I'm here in the Weather Center with Neville, where it was another wet and gloomy day. Neville,
it was.
I'm so ready for sunshine.
I think we all are.
I think all of Kansas City is ready for sunshine.
Even if you like these sort of like gloomy days, I think we all are like, let's get some sun here finally. And we will see some of that sunshine. It's just going to take a few more days. For right now, though, there are a couple of breaks in the clouds out there, but we're very quickly seeing that low cloud cover starting to fill back in. All part of this gloomy pattern that we've been stuck in. We, of course, had some rain earlier today. That system, it's lifting off to the north and east, and behind it, we just have some patchy clouds for right now. Those clouds are, for the most part, going to linger for tonight. We'll see another area of fog in the morning tomorrow. Then there will be another system a little bit farther south of us. This will keep the rain and thunderstorms mostly well south. So down to Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, maybe into southern Missouri. We will continue to be dry for Saturday, but again, we'll have more of those clouds. It's going to be a lot like today. And then on Sunday, as that system pulls away, there might be some areas of fog early, but then we get in on more sunshine, more area-wide sunshine for Sunday afternoon. So as far as a pick day of the weekend, I would go ahead and say Sunday, but even tomorrow, it's not going to be bad, but just kind of gloomy. So widespread fog in the morning, 53 degrees your high on Saturday, plenty of clouds. Then on Sunday, patchy fog in the morning, then more sunshine coming out for the afternoon, lower 50s as well. Enjoy this mild weather while we've got it, because there's some much colder air coming in for next week, and I'll let you know when that chillier air arrives. That's coming up.
All right, Neville, thank you. Right now, millions are trying to get back home, but weather's impacting travel as a parade of storms rips across the country.
And all of this comes as another troubling incident hits the TSA. ABC's Irene Shaw has the story.
Millions are set to travel home after Christmas right as the South is being slammed by another round of severe weather. Just one day after multiple tornadoes hit southeast Texas, forcing residents to safety.
Move!
This powerful twister knocking over a postal van in Houston. The entire side of this home ripped off. Across the country, a parade of storms. And further west, travelers heading toward the snow and surf bracing for challenging conditions. Officials in Colorado say heavy snow and intense winds may create avalanche conditions tonight and are warning people not to travel to the backcountry from tonight until Monday night. Over in California, officials pointing to a high surf advisory along LA County and Malibu's coasts, saying waves up to 8 feet high and rip currents may increase drowning risks. All this coming as airports remain jam-packed. Local police now also looking into another stowaway incident, this time a Delta Airlines flight from Seattle to Honolulu on Christmas Eve. The flight moments away from takeoff when it had to return to the gate after the crew found an unticketed passenger.
This has got to stop because there is a very definite security risk in having people get aboard without a ticket.
Officials say the person exited the plane and was arrested in a terminal bathroom. TSA saying the passenger was screened at a checkpoint but somehow bypassed ID verification and then got on the plane without a boarding pass.
These procedures have to be airtight, 100% perfect. And now, because people have gotten on not only by getting through TSA without the proper credentials, but also getting on the airplane, this has to be a major focus.
Zoreen Shah, ABC News, Los Angeles.
A grand jury has indicted the man accused of burning a woman to death on a New York City subway train. 33-year-old Sebastian Zepeda now faces state murder and arson charges. Prosecutors say he approached the woman, who may have been sleeping, and lit her clothes on fire. Police say Zepeda entered the U.S. illegally from Guatemala after previously being deported in 2018. If convicted, he faces life in prison without the possibility of parole. The woman accusing Jay-Z and Sean Diddy Combs of rape when she was 13 will remain anonymous.
A judge made that ruling yesterday. The woman claims the incident happened after the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000. A lawsuit filed earlier this month. Rapper Jay-Z has denied the allegations and asked for the case to be dismissed. That effort was denied by a judge. Lawyers for Sean Diddy Combs have also denied the allegations. Combs is in jail waiting for a criminal trial on sex trafficking charges. Well, homelessness in the U.S. hit a record high this year, with more than 770,000 people affected. According to federal officials, homelessness rose by 18% this year. The increase comes in addition to the 12% increase in 2023. Experts blame high housing costs, stricter local laws, and natural disasters. Veteran homelessness, however, continued to decline with an 8% drop this year. That's the lowest level on record.
Kansas City firefighters are working out how this blaze started. They were called to this scene around 7:30 at East 79th Street. No one was inside the home, but look at all this smoke coming out of it. Firefighters tell us they've been here for fires before. This home is listed as vacant. Again, no injuries have been reported. One Olathe City worker is finding a way to make treasure from trash in the form of bicycles.
KMBC's Krista Tatchell talked with him about his new mission to get bikes to kids.
When I was a kid, the bike racks at my school were filled with dirt bikes. Everybody wanted a new bike, but sometimes those bikes cost a lot. They still do to this day. That's why one man in Olathe wants to get bikes in the hands of kids for free.
Every kid that wants a bike should have a bike.
Some might see flattened, rusted, busted bikes. Olathe City worker Brian Ottenschneider sees something that just needs a little TLC.
People don't know exactly what to do with the ones that aren't being used anymore.
But he did. He gathered old bikes from the trash and took them to inmates at the Lansing Correctional Facility bike shop for repairs. Last week, he picked up the first fixed 50 bikes and wheeled them into a local elementary school. The bikes are given away for free.
It serves a good purpose, and if we can get anything out of the trash, it can be reused. That's ideal.
In the Olathe School District, in some schools, they have a program where if you get a bike and you don't know how to ride it, there's a program that will teach you. And if you're a parent of that child and you never learned how to ride a bike yourself, they can teach you too. Krista Tatchell, KMBC 9 News.
And the city plans on collecting more bikes through a drop-off event that will happen each October. The bikes will then go to local schools or other services groups working with kids.
All right, and it's been a really great week. We've had a lot of clouds, a lot of fog out there, and unfortunately, we still have some more fog to get through, especially heading into our Saturday morning. I'll let you know when we'll finally break this pattern and when the sunshine makes a return.
Keeping pets warm and safe. One man's local efforts to help animals that stay outside year-round.
A Christmas miracle for a Florida family this holiday season. The surprise that showed up on their doorstep.
Plus, the investigation of the Kazakhstan plane crash continues. The new piece of evidence as we begin to hear from people who were on board.
Exclusive First Alert live Doppler radar, positioned at New Century Air Center, providing your fastest track as storms approach. KMBC 9 First Alert Weather. Your station leading the way with coverage of what's happening right now and what's next. KMBC 9 News.
Tonight, there's new details on the deadly Christmas Day plane crash in Kazakhstan. The airline says preliminary results of the investigation show the plane was taken down by physical and technical external interference.
At least 38 people were killed, but amazingly, more than 24 people survived. And now we're hearing from some of those survivors. ABC's Perry Russum is in Washington with more.
The investigation into the deadly passenger plane crash in Kazakhstan intensifying as survivors of the crash tell their stories. From her hospital bed, Vava Shabanova says 20 to 30 minutes after taking off, she felt 2 explosions. Flight attendant Zulfugar Asadov says from the impact of what he calls an external blow, he injured his arm. Sabanko Rahimov says he thought the plane was going to fall apart in the sky. Video on board shows masks dropping from the ceiling. On the ground, video shows what appears to be holes punctured on the side of the plane. Today, Azerbaijan Airlines says a preliminary investigation shows their plane was taken down by physical and technical external interference. A U.S. official telling ABC News there are early indications the plane was likely hit by a Russian anti-aircraft system. Today, the head of Russia's Federal Agency for Air Transport says the plane was rerouted because of dense fog and after an alert of Ukrainian drones in the area.
At this point of the investigation, I would take anything Russia puts out over state media or through social media with a grain of salt.
Flight data shows the plane taking off from Azerbaijan, flying into Russian airspace before crashing in Kazakhstan on Christmas Day. 67 people on board, at least 38 killed, more than 24 people found alive. Video from the ground shows the plane erratically falling and rising before crashing into a ball of fire.
It sounds like from the reporting that there was some type of aerial combat going on between Russia and Ukraine in the Grozny area. If that is in fact the case, Russia was likely using electronic jamming, which could have impacted the plane's navigation system and would explain its navigational behavior.
Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
California's Santa Cruz Wharf is closed indefinitely after a large section collapsed into the ocean earlier this week after storms. Now, nearly 24 businesses on the wharf are all shut down while employees are out of work. 17 stores and restaurants had to shut down Monday when a 150-foot section of that wharf collapsed into the ocean. The mayor says the city is working with its wharf technicians and tenants to get some financial help.
But first and foremost, we want to support them by making sure when we open it back up, it's safe for them and their customers. This is not their fault, and we're going to provide them with economic relief so they can keep their businesses going.
Every day that the wharf is closed to the public, that's zero income for the businesses at a time when many are on Christmas vacation.
Trying to keep outside animals warm during the cold winter months is the goal of several volunteers each year. But as KMBC9's Alan Shope tells us tonight, one Kansas City man has found a new way to ease the chill.
Their paws literally can freeze to the ground.
Yeah, the winter months are difficult, especially on outside animals, some with only slim shelter to keep them warm.
We have hundreds, if not thousands, of dogs that are living outdoors in all weather conditions.
And for one local animal advocate, it's about helping Kansas City area animals in the cold.
These are the same coats that you put on horses.
Scott has a history of helping animals. He once stayed in a kennel for a week till a dog got adopted. He also raised nearly 5,000 dog beds for smaller shelters. Now he's hoping to help outside pets with these.
It's just durable. If you know the Carhartt brand, I mean, this is what people that are working, humans that are working outdoors all the time wear.
The Carhartt dog coats run around $40 a piece, but thanks to a donation from the McCarthy Family Foundation, Scott has already been able to get out many of the coats to charities, like the Heart of America Humane Society, who drive around the metro looking to help animals out in the cold.
They have to endure the elements, rain, snow, sleet.
So far, Scott's collected nearly 120 of the warm dog coats.
And it's rainproof, weatherproof, windproof. It's the best you can possibly do for a dog that's forced to live outdoors.
In Merriam, Alan Shope, KMBC 9 News.
And if you'd like to help, Scott has set up an Amazon wish list page. You can find all the information on his social media platforms called On a Mission KC. Well, a Florida family got a big surprise on Christmas Eve when their missing dog rang their doorbell.
Yeah, Athena had been missing for 9 days, even after many searches and the help of their own community. Still, there was no luck. But when Christmas Eve, look at this doorbell video. It captured their lost dog ringing their doorbell, announcing she was back home.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
I was excited, but trying not to wake up the kids, but the kids woke up anyways from the excitement.
Okay, perfectly named dog Athena, so smart. The family had no idea where she went, but the dog, not microchipped, was able to come back home. They are, of course, now planning to get her microchipped.
Exclusive live radar and 9-day forecast, so you'll know first. This is First Alert Weather.
Can't train that.
No, that was so impressive.
Some dogs are just super smart like that.
They just know. They just know. And I know, Neville, that even though it has been so gloomy out, the sun's coming.
It's coming. But it has been, you have to think back to Sunday. Sunday, that's the last time we saw some sun. It's been a while. We had a few little breaks in the clouds a little earlier in the evening, but now those clouds are starting to thicken back up. And it was rainy earlier today. Now we're seeing the back edge of that rain is lifting off into northeastern Missouri. You might still have a little bit of drizzle if you live near Maryville, possibly near Milan on the Missouri side. Otherwise, for many of us, we are dry. But again, we're seeing now that low cloud cover settling back in. You're looking at satellite here. We kind of switched up the mode so you can see those lower clouds a little bit better. That's the blue you see on the map. And you'll be seeing more of this later on this evening and especially for tomorrow morning. So planning ahead as we get into the weekend, more areas of fog. I know I sound like a broken record, but we have a little more fog to get through. Tomorrow morning, it'll be widespread. It'll be a little patchier on Sunday, but we'll also get some sunshine Sunday afternoon. So hang in there. We're going to get some clearing here soon enough. Give it another 36-ish hours. I do want to show you our visibility trend. So next several hours, again, some fog out there, but it really starts to thicken up by tomorrow morning. And notice there's plenty of white on the map, so that's a good indication there that we'll see a lot of areas with visibilities down to half mile or less. So just keep in mind, if you do have Saturday morning plans, just a little bit of extra time, a little extra caution on the roads, because there will be some areas where the visibility is poor. For now, there you go. Lots of clouds. You can see just maybe a little sun way off in the distance looking towards the west. Otherwise, it is cloudy. We're currently at 48 degrees, so we're well above freezing. We will be staying well above freezing here for the evening, but the clouds are going to be staying put. The fog will be developing for tonight into your Saturday morning. We'll dip down to only 40 degrees, so not much of a drop off at all. Then low 50s for tomorrow, and we're just going to hope we see maybe some breaks in the clouds tomorrow afternoon. But just like today, clouds are going to, for the most part, win out. You will see more in the way of clouds than sun. Plenty of fog, mainly 10 a.m. and earlier. After that, lingering clouds, 40s in the morning, 50s for the afternoon, so you don't need the winter coat. It'll be a mild day, at least for this time of year. Fog early Sunday, more of us get sunshine Sunday afternoon, back in the low 50s. Then just as quickly, the clouds come right back on Monday. That'll be our next system. It's going to bring us some showers in the evening. Colder on Tuesday, New Year's Eve, 39 for a high. We'll bring in 2025 with morning temperatures in the 20s. Our highs are going to stay in the 30s for the rest of next week. Lows near 20 degrees, and then we're keeping an eye on next Sunday for a chance of seeing some rain or snow. So again, that would be for next Sunday. Our next system coming in for Monday of next week. This one looks like it'll be all rain for us, at least as of right now. So there's Monday evening at 6 p.m. Scattered light rain. That continues into Monday night. Then by the time the colder air gets here, most of the moisture moves out. So it looks like it's not quite going to time out for that colder air to arrive while that moisture is still in place. But if that changes, we of course will let you know. Once that system moves on through, our temperatures do turn colder for Tuesday and the rest of the week. Below normal temperatures are looking likely for much of the region after that for the next 2 weeks.
Well, the holidays are a good time to cozy up on the couch and put on a good documentary. The Very Local app is full of KMBC 9 Chronicles,
including our most recent titled The Helpers. We found grassroots leaders who are fighting against Kansas City's rising crime rate by focusing on the next generation. Here's a look.
And so I was the last person to play with my nephew.
Oscar Bolton's drive to do this work goes back to one moment in his life.
It's constantly, it's right there.
He was a leader of the Southside Posse, a street gang that once dreamed of becoming a rap group.
It became a gang because people assumed it was a gang. And because we were rappers, people attacked us. And it was about red or blue at that time. Well, we had on black hats. Some of us had blue hats on, but we wasn't the gang. We didn't become the gang until about a year later. You had to fight. So then people joined us because they knew we would stand up for ours.
But then
I still can hear those bullets. I can still hear that gunshots. I still hear my mother scream at the end.
A drive-by shooting by rival gang members, claiming the life of Osco's 11-month-old nephew, Gregory Bolton, weeks before his first birthday.
Yeah, this is where he was. They had it, and then my mother eventually was able to get him in the house. He lived for probably about 5 minutes.
Osco has now turned his experience with the Southside Posse into the Posse.
Peers organized to support student action.
Bringing inner city kids outside their comfort zone.
I mean, if this was like nothing that you ever thought about doing was coming out to the police academy, raise your hand.
And eliminating the fear of law enforcement.
Everybody set up, right? Ears and eyes. Are we good to go?
when things get tough, a lot of your homies, they gonna run.
Osco's path forward and his plan to bring these kids with him.
I only look back to see how far I've come.
Chronicle, The Helpers, is available to stream right now on the Very Local app. You can find it in the new and trending section. You can also watch several of our other Chronicles by searching KMBC Chronicle.
David Muir, ABC's World News Tonight, the most watched newscast in America, and honored with the Emmy Award, winner for Outstanding Live News Program. More Americans watch World News Tonight with David Muir than any other newscast.
Well, tonight on KMBC 9 News at 6, watch for extra police patrols in Kansas, the code you'll need for a safe and free ride home.
And for those on their way out of town, it's another busy day at KCI. We talked to flyers about navigating the crowds tonight on KMBC 9 News at 6.
All right, plenty of clouds here for this evening, but we're getting used to it, right? Upper and middle 40s for your evening plans, so take a jacket heading out. You will not need the umbrella. Tomorrow, more the same. That fog in the morning, we'll get back to about 53 degrees, just a touch warmer than today. Patchy fog early Sunday. We should get more sunshine in the afternoon. Another round of rain comes in. That'll be Monday evening into Monday night. It turns colder after that, but I think most of that moisture moves out by the time the chillier air gets here. We'll get highs back in the upper 30s and dry out on Tuesday. Then it just kind of stays chilly after that. Highs in the 30s all next week, lows down in the 20s, and a chance of seeing some rain, maybe some snow mixing in next Sunday. So it's going to kind of feel and look a little more like winter.
So
50s.
Winter's coming, finally.
Finally getting here.
Well, thanks for joining us.
ABC World News Tonight is next. We'll see you right back here at 6 o'clock.